Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be taking the sound deadening out of the Soarer. Doesn't sound very fun because I don't have dry ice, and you're supposed to do it with dry ice, but we'll see how it goes. So currently the progress on the Soarer has all but stalled. Not much has been going on with it. Still up on the blocks. The exhaust is still disconnected, awaiting a plan. And I was actually going to ask you guys about this. So my original plan was to do teardrop exits right at the bottom of the doors in front of the rear wheels. And I wanted to do this because, I mean, it would look fucking sick, but it also blows the smoke out to the sides, like out towards us, when you do a burnout or you're drifting, which is a really cool effect to have. But someone else has already done it. And I really like being the first person to do stuff, so I don't really know what to do. I mean, there's a couple options. What we could do is do that. I mean, there's still only one guy in the world who's done it, so we could do that. Or we could just have a massive 5-inch cannon out the back. Or we could do something around this area right here, which you never know. It might look good. But more excitingly, she has some new wheels. And no, they are not CR Kais. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money. They're forum rep versions of the CR Kais, so you'd call them CR Lies. And they've got quite a nice offset compared to the old rotor grids that I was running. I mean, they look tacky. This, oh yeah, that's gonna look fucking sick. It's just hopefully with the offset they fit inside the wheel arches. But we'll cover that when we get to it. So the main thing I wanted to go over today was removing the sound deadening. And I mean, this looks like crap, yes, but the sound deadening's already out. I've just spent the last 2 hours chipping away at it. So I'm gonna show you guys what that process is like, because it's not very fun. So just as a little disclaimer, with this, what you're supposed to be doing is you're supposed to have dry ice. You get dry ice and you chuck it in on top of all the sound deadening and then leave it for 5 to 10 minutes and it should chip off, like it'll start to become brittle and break away. But I don't have the time or the patience to go and get a bunch of dry ice. I'd need about 10 kilograms of it for this, which would cost about $60. So, I mean, for a small hatchback, you'd need about 5 kilograms. And for a larger sedan, like my mate Soarer, which is normally parked here, but it's not at the moment, it's getting an exhaust, that would require like 20 kilos of dry ice to do this. But, me being me, I've decided to brute force my way through it. So, what I've got is just the basics. Courtesy of my boss, I have a pry tool / chisel. This is a glazing tool. This is what I use at my job for pulling windows out. And then just your basic fucking hammer. You might think, oh shit, is that it? Can I do this? Is this going to be easy? No, it's not going to be easy. I highly suggest doing the dry ice. The only reason this is even coming out is because it's fucking freezing right now where I live. And this is old shit. Like this sound deadening is almost... what would it be, 35 years old? It's had a long time to set and age and become brittle. Yes. Bro! My steering wheel! Bro! What the fuck? No! It's all mold, are you fuck, bro? Oh my god. I'll tell you what, if the universe was ever to send me a sign saying go and drive your car, I think that's fucking it, man. Oh, that's nasty, dog. Anyways, back to what we're doing. So, I have both hands free for once. So I think this is the first time it's ever happened in one of these videos. The basic gist of what we're doing is... You see the sound deadening here, this is all sound deadening, this is bare metal behind here. The basic gist is, what we want to do is get our chisel, use the cornered end, get it in here like that, and just start lifting it up as we go. that's how it would be if there was dry ice in here. Okay, it would be the same level of brittleness. I don't know why this car is like fucked. It's a mystery, but this stuff is just peeling out. It should not be peeling out like that. But I'm not complaining. So you just go along, give it a little chip here and there. And you'll get some bits which are an absolute pain in the ass. Like this right here. And you just come at them from a different angle every time. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing. Sorry. Okay, I'll come back over here. So you'll get some bits like this which are a pain in the ass. And basically what you want to do is, instead of, you know, continuing to do the same thing, you just hit it with a slightly different angle. So instead of trying to come at it straight on, give it a little more angle, give it a little more angle, or a less angle, and eventually you should find the angle that works best. Makes it nice and easy. So I'm going to go ahead and continue doing this, and at the end of it we'll weigh what I've got out of it and see how much weight it's saved. Oh shit! Whoops. Before I continue, I'd just like to explain to you guys why I'm doing this. I need to find a more comfortable spot. So, the reason why we're taking the sound deadening out of this car is because, well, the shit weighs a lot. With the amount that I've taken out right now, which is just the passenger side, I would assume it weighs maybe around 15 to 20 kilos. It is a luxury coupe, so there is a lot more of it than, say, a Nissan Silvia. But that weight that we're pulling out of it in the form of the sound deadening is going to help a lot. These cars from the factory weigh about 1,600 kilos. Way too much for what I want. I want it around that 1,300 mark, and that is a long way. That is a lot of weight I have to strip out of this thing. And I've already done my best. I've done a bit of weight saving here and there, pulling electronics, any bit of extra weight that I can get out of it, I have done. Sound deadening is a good one to do. And it has the bonus of making it sound like a race car. Every little sound and vibration that you get after that, after taking it out, it's just going to be coming straight to you, which, I mean, it's not for everyone, that's for certain. I know a fair few amount of people who would prefer their cars to be, you know, quiet and mundane and boring, but I'm not like that. I want my car to sound like it's going to tear my fucking head off. Excuse my language. So yeah, that's my reasonings for doing this. I honestly, I wouldn't advise doing this to most people. Unless you really want your car to feel like a race car and you've got bucket seats and you've got a harness in it and you're trying to get every single gram of weight out of your car. Unless you're in that circumstance, I wouldn't do this, because there's no point. There's so many other things you can do before the sound deadening to pull weight out of a car. So yeah, continue with what we're doing. I've just gotten the last of the driver's side sound deadening out, and it's quite dirty. I don't actually know what I'm going to do about this mess. I think I'll probably give it a vacuum and see how it turns out, but I just wanted to point a couple things out. So the places you find the sound deadening are along the top and sides of the trans tunnel, in the bottom of the floor under the seating positions, and then up to the footwell, as well as along the side of the trans tunnel again. But it's also under the back seats all throughout here. The reasoning for me not pulling out the sound deadening in the back is because the Soarers have a weight distribution which favors the front. It's like 55 to the front, 45 to the rear. I'm not sure on the exact numbers, but that sounds about right. So by leaving some of the weight in the back of the car and taking the weight out of the center and the front section, we're starting to even out that weight balance a little bit closer to 50-50, which is what we want for drifting. 50-50 would be perfect, if not a little more on the rear for the extra grip. But, you know, grip's down the line a little bit. I'm not up to that level yet. I mean, clearly, I haven't even driven on camera yet. But, oh, and there's one other thing to look out for. When you're doing the sound deadening, depending on your manufacturer, you will find little sections like this here, and here, and there. And what that is it's glue that's holding the sound deadening in. And you can't do much about it, because it is like a tarry substance. You can't chip into it. It's more of a rubber than a tile. I don't even know what you'd call it. So I just ended up chipping around them, and I've left those parts there. I'll do my best to get some solvents onto it and see if I can get the glue to actually unstick itself from the bottom of the chassis. But until then, I'm just going to give it a clean up. I'm just going to give it a vacuum, get some soapy water, give it a scrub, let it dry out, and then, yeah. But look, oh, 1 second. Look at the amount of shit we've managed to get out of this thing, dude. Like, that's a lot of weight. A lot of weight. My previous estimate of one side being like 10 kilos, I would say that was a terrible estimate. I would say this is probably 10 to 12 kilos. And that's just the floor underneath the passenger seat and the driver's seat and the trans tunnel. So you can imagine in other cars, there's quite a lot of weight to be lost from taking the sound deadening out. Yeah. So if you want to go and do it, by all means, go ahead. I don't recommend it for everyone, like I said, but it's quite therapeutic if you're left alone to do it. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next video. I'm going to have one coming out either this week or next weekend, depending. It's one that you'll want to watch. It means quite a lot to me. It's a very big deal for a lot of people in Wellington, so stay tuned for that. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.